Hello everybody, it's Current Cartoon TV. I'm Gundam. I'm here with Outlaw.
Hello.
And we're here to talk about the newest episode of Samurai Jack, Episode 7. The synopsis of this episode is going to be that Ashi and Jack overcome a series of dangerous physical and spiritual tests in order to get Jack's sword back.
Oh yes, they does, and they definitely did the physical part of that. Ashi did, at least.
Mm-hmm.
So, what did you like most about this episode?
I loved about the episode is the colors, the music, everything was so vivid and dynamic. It really brought in like the heart-pumping, wrenching action that you know this show is about. And the fact that he actually knew where the sword was the whole entire time. But because he doesn't know what's going on in his life in this battle with Aku, the villagers, the bosses, whatever you want to call them, the mini-bosses that all Aku, the assassins, the truth about the sword was revealed. And now the sword has left him, is not lost. It left him, and now he's finally back.
Oh yes, and then that's one other thing I like about this. We actually found out what happened to the sword. The sword wasn't lost. Jack lost his right to use the sword by the three gods that created it. Mm-hmm. He goes on this spiritual journey to actually find his sword again, or find the path to get to his sword. He comes upon this little riverboat house. And there's this little old monk there, and he's like, make me some tea. Jack does this whole sequence of making some tea, which was, I actually like that scene because it actually showed Jack's actual, like, Japanese heritage and all that. He brings the tea to the monk, and the monk said, it is terrible. You just saw the shock on Jack's face, like, what? I did everything right. And it's like, you are in unbalance. Then you see this immortal fighting between Jack and Evil Jack, or Angry Jack.
Because he's built this up in the past. When we see in the past Jack fighting out of anger against those enemies, when Aku finally destroys the last surviving time portal, there's nothing left of the original Jack anymore. He's now split into two. He's split into Sad Jack and Mad Jack, pretty much. And now that he's finally in tune with himself, he can finally do what he's been there to do and take out Aku. And now I believe that he's going to fight with the nations across the world that are banding together to fight Aku. And this is going to be a fantastic fight. And there's not that many episodes left. And I cannot wait.
Yeah, speaking of fights, I like the huge fight scene between Ashi and the army of stupid soldiers, I'll call them. And it's just like they were being so stupid. One by one just went down after Ashi. And kind of like the whole scene of her fighting, kind of give me that Powerpuff vibe to it. It's just the quick hits and kicks.
I agree. And you mentioned that you're right that Ashi is doing the physical side of fighting and Jack is doing the spiritual side of fighting. And with them both together, that's when he gets the sword. But not before Ashi kills her mother/trainer, and at the end before she kills Jack.
Definitely thinking the High Priestess, the mother of Ashi, she's not dead. I'm pretty much 100% sure she's not dead. One arrow to the chest, come on. I have seen these daughters of Aku take a lot worse and stand back up. So I'm pretty sure we're going to see the High Priestess one more time before the end of this series.
After this, we did see a clip of the new episode, which it looks to me like they're going to be in some kind of factory, maybe a experimentation that Aku has been doing over the years, maybe trying all his different ideas to stop Jack over whatever. And now it looks like that they've unleashed something, or something's there trying to stop them. And I think that this is going to be a fantastic episode, of course, too. Now, what do you give this episode?
I give this episode, I really felt like I was robbed. This episode felt like it was short. I feel like there should have been more scenes, more action. But we have to go think about it. We were only at one place. Like, not like all the other episodes before then. We were at multiple places, so it gave the story more pace. Mm-hmm. This was a good episode to actually slow down the pace a little bit and let us take in what we have now. I give this one a 5 out of 5, of course. Come on, what do you think?
I agree. I think this was a very, very good episode. I think it's a 5 out of 5 episode still. They are killing it. Everything is going very, very awesome. I cannot wait until this show shows everybody that not only can a show that's been gone for so many years come back strong and really end strong. And I know they're going to pull it off.
Yeah, so what are your final thoughts on this episode?
My final thoughts are, I do like the old Jack style, but I kind of like the new Jack style. He looks rugged. He looks like a person who's gonna get stuff done. Get the job done. But now that he's back to his old Jack self, it really is a return to form. Also, the fact that he needs to be in that form, one and balanced to be Aku.
Yeah, and I have to agree with you. I do like the new look of Jack. He's more rugged. He looks like he's a person, a badass. Even Chuck Norris will actually think twice about taking him on. But I'm just afraid that his immaturity is going to come back.
That's true. I kind of see it in his face. He's more the happy Jack. Well, happier Jack, I guess you could say. Now, when they do pull on the last episode where it's Jack, Aku, everybody, it needs to be an hour long. It needs to be an hour long movie. I don't know, 2 hours. I know we're cutting it a little close here. I know the budget, but if they can make that last episode longer than 30 minutes, please do it.
Yeah, we only have 2 episodes left, and I'm just worried that how are they going to tie up all these loose ends and all that? Will Ashi be with Jack at the end?
I think that as of right now, my theory is that he's going to make it to the past, stop Aku, and then have to make a choice to either go back to the future or to maintain his place in the past. But I think something's going to keep him from going to the past finally, and he's going to make his place in the future until everything ends, pretty much. I cannot wait. Please support the show. We don't know if this is going to launch maybe a movie, game. I don't care. Anything that this media can bring from us is going to be great. So keep supporting the show, please.
Alright guys, like and subscribe to this channel. Make sure you get those notifications from us whenever time we get any new content.
And don't forget to subscribe, comment, please comment. We really want to hear your ideas on these type of theories and everything too. And don't forget to check out our Steven Universe episodes. We're going to be starting some more of those really soon.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I really, really appreciate you guys. Thanks, guys.
Good night, everybody.